If you're a young guy watching this, maybe in your early 20s or late teens, you've clicked on this video because you might feel like you're wasting your 20s. They're meant to be the best years of your life, and you feel like you're completely wasting them. There's a famous quote, and I think it's the definition of insanity, and that is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result each time. And collectively, as a society in the West, 20-year-olds and people in the early 20s like myself just keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting to see different results. I remember I was listening to a podcast, I think it was Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan's podcast, and I was sat in my car driving back from work, and I had the podcast on coming out of my little speaker because my car's broken, so I have to use a little speaker on my car, right? I'm gonna get it fixed, don't worry. And I'm listening to this podcast, and something really interesting that Jordan Peterson says, he talks about the fact that 60% of young people, like my age, young men in America, feel like they're gonna be millionaires in their lifetime, or feel like they're going to be rich and successful in their lifetime. 60%. And that's clearly not going to happen, right? You can't have 60% of a population become rich and successful. That wouldn't work. That's not how economies work. But this tells us something interesting. It tells us that lots of people like myself, and probably you, feel like you're going to be successful, right? You've got ambitions. It shows that there's ambitious people out there who want to do well, who want to make lots of money, who want to be able to work online and work from their laptop in like Thailand or something, right? This is like what we all want to do. So there's lots of people want to do it, but everyone's doing the same shit as each other. And so if not 60% of the population is rich and successful, then why are we all doing the same thing as each other? The lesson in this video that I want to get across to you is something that I've been hearing over and over again throughout being on self-improvement for 3 years from loads of different like podcasters and YouTubers, is you cannot be doing the same thing as everyone else and expect not to get the same results as everyone else. This means doing the same work as everyone else around you. Like, if you don't want to end up in the same situation as your friends, as your parents who have worked their whole life to raise you up and to buy the house that you live in and buy all your food, if you don't want to end up in that situation where you're struggling for money and working until you're like 60, 70 years old, then you probably shouldn't go into a 9-to-5 job in the same industry as your dad and just work up the corporate ladder. That clearly doesn't work. You've literally seen the results of where that leads you to. And there's no like greater way to waste your 20s, in my opinion, than spending your entire 20s just working a 9-to-5 job, asking your manager, oh, please, can I have holiday? I really want to go on holiday and spend 60% of what's in my bank account on, a trip to Spain, right? This is like the situation that I'm in. And I have made it an effort of mine to go out and do different things and try and separate myself from doing the same thing everyone else does. Because clearly waking up early, commuting to work, and just sitting in an office in front of a screen, making your boss rich, isn't the way to become successful, because everyone's doing that. And everyone wants to be successful, we've seen it. Everyone thinks they're going to be a millionaire, like 60% of young people, but everyone's doing the same thing and it doesn't lead to success. So clearly working the 9-to-5, being in the rat race, isn't the way to go. So you cannot be doing the same work as your parents or as people around you. And you might have that one friend who's like got a really good job, who like makes way more money than you, but he's still gonna end up unsuccessful, right? If you're categorizing success as like millions and millions of pounds in your bank account, right? And being able to work from wherever you want, right? There's no job in the world that's gonna get you that, like a business. You have to do something different. It means that you have to be so different and so not normal that people around you are almost gonna feel like you're a little bit weird. Like me with this YouTube channel. Like, it's a little bit weird, right? It's not normal that people have YouTube channels or have been running a YouTube channel for this long. Like when I talk to my friends about it, or when I'm like having to say to them, oh, I can't really go out tonight and like meet you guys because I'm like recording videos, okay? That might seem a bit strange at first, or it might seem a bit weird when you start going to the gym so much and you're not going out on nights out drinking on the weekends. Because what does everyone else do in their 20s, right? Who work normal jobs, who maybe go to university. What do they do at the weekend? They just drink, right? They go out, they have a good time, they party, they drink. You can't be doing the same shit as them to expect getting different results, right? That's the definition of insanity. You cannot do the same shit that those people are doing and then expect to see a different outcome in your life, right? What did your parents do when they were younger on the weekend? They probably just went out and drank. They probably went out drinking, getting pissed, having a good time. This clearly doesn't work. This clearly doesn't lead to success. You cannot be doing this. You need to do something radically different, almost weird, right? And the answer to this, like from what I found, is like just cutting yourself off a little bit from everyone else. When you're gonna go meet your friends, go do something productive, but like cutting yourself off from doing the normal shit and focusing on some business and focusing on some work that's way different from anyone else is doing. This means not setting up a dropshipping company, right? Everyone's running a dropshipping company. Everyone's doing Forex. Not everyone is running a YouTube channel. Not everyone is building an agency, okay? And this isn't me telling you need to find like the secret business. I'm just saying do things that most people don't do. And people will set up these businesses, lots of people will, but will they stick at it for 18 months, 20 months, 3 years, 4 years? Probably not. If you can stick at it for that long, then you're doing something way different than most people can do. And that's gonna separate you, and then you actually have a chance at becoming successful. And this next section is gonna focus more on the distractions, okay? So what is it that everyone else around you is doing? That's a huge distraction. Social media, right? They're all addicted to social media, addicted to Netflix, addicted to watching porn, addicted to the devices, right? Like bent over neck like this, you know, hunched shoulders, looking like this at the devices, right? Everyone's got shit posture. Everyone's addicted to the phone. So if you're addicted to your phone and you're addicted to scrolling through TikTok and you're addicted to looking at memes and the latest trends and the latest like TikTok dance and you think it's hilarious and all this stuff, right? You're interested and obsessed with the same shit everyone else is interested and obsessed with. You need to separate yourself, okay? It's the same with self-improvement. If you're obsessed with self-improvement and obsessed with watching self-improvement content, but you don't actually work on a business to do with self-improvement or have a YouTube channel or like actually are doing any productive work, then you're doing the same shit everyone else is doing, right? There's so many people that are obsessed with self-improvement and love the idea of it, but they don't put any work into it. They don't implement any of the shit that they learn. So you're just the same as all the people who have thought about setting up a YouTube channel, who have thought about setting up a business, but you haven't done it yet. You need to think, how do I become not normal, right? How do I do something that no one else is doing where when I start doing it, people are going to think, what the fuck, that's a bit weird, right? Have you seen the latest thing of people sleeping on the floor? I've not done this, but there's people who sleep on the floor and like the science behind it shows that it could like help, or I don't know, right? I've not even looked into it, but like that's a weird thing to do. Most people don't sleep on the floor. But what if you started sleeping on the floor? That could separate you from everyone else, right? What about your diet? What does everyone eat? A fuck ton of carbs, right? Pasta, rice, fucking lasagna, right? Whatever. People eat this shit all the time. Everyone's eating it. Everyone wants to be successful. Everyone's eating carbs. Barely any people are successful. What if you radically change your diet and just ate meat and eggs and fat? Could that be a huge thing that just separates you from everyone else, right? Putting in a different input into the equation and maybe getting a different output. There's a reason that so many successful people are on keto, are on the carnivore diet. There's a very, very realistic reason why people do that. It clearly is a game-changing factor. What you eat is literally one of the most important things I can give you on self-improvement in terms of your productivity and like your mindset and everything, right? What you eat, you are what you eat. So maybe you need to change your diet radically as well. Listen, bro, if you want to just waste your entire early 20s and maybe like late teenage years, then I can guarantee the way to do that is to just do the same thing that everyone else is doing, okay? Go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week and just have like, you know, just get the workout in, don't push yourself. Just do the gym, right? Get addicted to TikTok, okay? Have fun, relax, okay? Just relax on a night, right? Once you finish work, you come home, just relax, go on TikTok, right? It doesn't matter, it's only an hour, okay? Get some video games, right? You need to chill out and relax and like let your brain rest, okay? Play some video games, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Get addicted to the latest Netflix series, okay? Go watch Game of Thrones, right? Go binge watch Game of Thrones, bro. On the weekend, go out and drink with your friends. Do it Monday, Saturday and Sunday. It's the weekend. You're going to go to work on Monday, so you may as well enjoy yourself. If you want to waste your 20s, do the same stuff everyone else is doing. And I guarantee you, you will have the most average 20s experience ever that everyone else has had. And by the time you're 30, 40, 50, you'll probably look back and think, that didn't really lead me to success. I wanted to be successful, but I did the same stuff everyone else is doing. Just think about that, okay? Actionable step for this video. Just think about, what are you doing that's the same as all your friends, that's the same as your parents, that's the same as your co-workers, that's the same as everyone in your life who isn't successful? Are you doing the same shit they're doing? If you are, look at those areas I've given you in this video, right? Maybe go back, rewatch it, right? Job, like vices, I guess, things like that, okay? Just look at all the things I spoke about and think, am I doing the same shit that everyone else is doing? Because if you are, maybe you just need to change that, and maybe you'll start seeing some progress. Right, bro. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you got some value out of that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.